Welcome back to the investigation of Princess Royal Anne. Now, if you haven't heard, Mrs. Princess Royal Anne had a accident over there. They said it was involved in a horse. But girl, my initial investigation, I didn't see no horses in sight. All I saw was Princess Anne waiting on her horse, and other things took place. Y'all check out the reading that I did on her earlier or yesterday that aired today. But we're going to call in her brother, King Charles III. Welcome, King Charles and Princess Anne Royal, to the show today. Hey, how y'all doing? Now, Princess Anne is still in the hospital. I think she is, or she maybe be with, probably with family now. But we're going to call in the spirit of her today because, honey, we're not going to bother her today. We already investigated her yesterday. There was some kind of suspicious activity that was going on in her family, because of course, with all good investigations, we have to start with your inner circle and work our way out. And that's what we did. So we had some questions for her husband, her daughter, and her son. But there was some suspicious activity around the son for sure. So we're going to keep a side eye on him. We told him to please do not leave the country or go out of state or go anywhere. Do not go near a horse or a plane within the next 24, 48 hours, and just in case we need some more questioning. But we decided to go ahead and go to the head of state, baby. Okay? The king of the kingdom. Okay? The head man in charge. Her brother, King Charles III. Because we all know nothing goes down in his kingdom without him knowing. So we're going to see what he knows about the incident with his sister, Princess Anne. And then we're going to go, we're going to work our way around. Just trying to see what's going on. Okay. Welcome, King. How you doing? Okay, King. What's going on right here with this little skirt on, baby? Why is your skirt shorter than Princess Anne's? Okay, but I'm going to get out your business, sir. But it's like, I don't know why you came over to the show, baby, dressed like that. Okay, I done seen you dressed in all type of garments. But, baby, this is my first time seeing you in a skirt. No disrespect, okay? But we're glad to have you here. We're glad that you showed up in your busy schedule. Girl, we heard that you over there reshaping the monarchy, a.k.a. laying people off. I get it, King. I get it, okay? Because there's a lot of inflation going on. Think the world is changing. So you over there downgrading the corporation, aka the monarchy. But we hope that you're not downgrading in the dark type of way, because a lot of people have been falling sick, calling in, not showing up as AI generated, and we don't know what's going on in your kingdom, sir. So we're just hoping that you can give us some answers, to our questions when it comes to Princess Anne, your dear sister, right? Because just a couple of weeks ago, you was over there kicking Andrew out of the house. And I get it. Andrew, baby, you said he ain't over there painting the wall, he ain't cutting the grass, he ain't doing none of that. But it's like, y'all not doing that neither. Why can't y'all send some royal people over there to help him out? I get it. He the bad boy of the family, and so I get it. But he still was your brother. He still was the queen's son. So I'm sure the queen left him some things, a house or two, or a bedroom in your house, something for him to live in. I know she did not want her child on the streets, because she was still trying to protect him. But you said you done with him. You said you want to cut him out of the family, which is fine, okay? Because he got a bad history anyway. We don't care about that. But Princess Anne, they said she one of the hardest working people over there in the monarchy. And you trying to get rid of her? Allegedly. Now, we don't know, King. That's why we got you here. We're trying to see what's really going on. Because I didn't see no horses nowhere around Princess Anne the day of her accident or the night of her accident. So we're just gonna see if you can shine some light on it real fast, real quick, and then we'll let you go, okay? We'll let you mosey along with your little skirt on, okay? All right, sir, let's get into it. Now, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the cards and see what the cards have to say when it comes to Princess Anne's accident, and what does the king know about it? Now, King, give me the best cards from this deck to describe the energy around Princess Royal Anne's accident. Okay, let's cut these cards and jump straight into it. Let's see, what does the king know about Princess Anne's accident? Okay, what else, sir? Okay. All right. We think that's enough, honey. That's enough. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Now, this is what the king said, allegedly, baby. This is what the king had to say. He said, first of all, Princess Anne, she likes spending time alone. She was reflecting, and when she do her best reflecting, he said that she likes to go out there and maybe ride a horse because that's her peaceful place. But for the most part, King, we see her sitting here by herself, disconnecting. She don't do much social media stuff, so she, closing up her laptop, ending the day. But the king says she was in hermit mode, which means she was alone, either isolated or alone by herself. And then boom, out the blue, because catastrophe happened. An accident happened out of the blue. The kingdom was shaken and shooken by what had happened with this tower moment. Now, this is a major, devastating type of event that happens in your life. It like shakes your life, changes your life, turns your life upside down, turns your world upside down. This right here, and it's devastating to the kingdom. Now, that's what the king said, okay? He said it was devastating and that people got hurt, severely hurt here from this accident that's happening. The crown was shaken from somebody's head. Who head? Now, baby, who's shaking the crown off people's head? Did you try to knock the crown off her head, King? Now, allegedly, I'm not saying you was there, King. I'm just saying right now it seemed like she was alone. But then I see other people that's catching that's part of this devastation too that also got hurt. It's like a woman and a man falling out of the palace. Now, is that Andrew and Anne? King, I'm just trying to interpret the cards, baby. I ain't trying to accuse you of nothing. Don't get offensive. I'm just asking questions. Now, it seems like fire, lightning, storms are happening. Dark clouds are hovering over the palace. And you know your mama would not like that, King. You know your mama would not like that. There's a lot of darkness going on here. We're going to figure out what's going on with this tower moment. But he said, don't worry. The sun will come back out. King. Baby. Okay, so we got the sun here. I guess the next day the sun came out. The flowers did bloom. He said things were going to be just fine. We got a red flag being waved here, honey. It's almost like a warning. It's a warning being waved here. Now, we also see children here. Now, a child here, a daughter. Is this a child when it comes to Princess Anne child? King, is this somebody, baby, is it Joe child, Prince William? Because we know Harry ain't over there no more. So what's really going on? But again, we got this red flag being waved, almost like a warning, like, okay, beware, buyer beware, seller beware, everybody beware of what's going on in the kingdom. Baby, you gotta tell us twice. But the sun card is supposed to be a good thing. It's about warmness. It's about happiness, joy, creativity, life being given. Okay, because we got a lot of flowers here that's blooming in the background, even though some people may say that those flowers are weeds. But guess what? Weeds have purposes too. So for the most part, they woke up like everything is all good. And you're supposed to wave the white flag when it's peace, but the red flag is giving out warning. So people are side-eyeing the monarchy at this point, King. Oh, then we got the King of Wands energy. Now, look how that King of Wands looking. Now, one thing about the King of Wands, he going to lead with that big D energy. He don't mind. If you step on his foot, you will know that he is pissed off. He is mad about it. He's very passionate about everything he does, which means he might be loud. He may be angry, but he claimed he proud. He said that's just how he talk. Don't worry about it. But again, it's that Aries energy, that fiery, fierce type of energy. Also, that one can represent opportunities. So the King of Wands is over here fiery, feisty, but at the same time, he said that he is doing what he have to do to advance forward with opportunities. Opportunities for all, especially him. And then we got the Eight of Cups energy, walking away. Walking away from something that you love, something that you value, at least once you valued it. But it's walking away from assets, things, again, that you love with the cups. Because now these things no longer fulfill you. These things, now it's like almost like you have no choice but to walk away. You tried all you can do. You did all you could do. You said all you could say. And now you have to walk away from it. Have to pack your bag and leave. Sometimes they leave with one cup in their bag. Sometimes they leave all the cups behind. But I do see somebody, a traveler, somebody leaving, moving. Oh, girl, then somebody fighting for their. Not only are you fighting for your life, you fighting for your position. You trying to hold your position because now you're at the top of your game, and other people want it. Now you got one, you got six ones, six people, six entities, six problems. Okay, you're not Jay-Z. You don't have 99 problems, and a B ain't one. You got nine. You on this one, you got seven problems, and a B may be one. All right, baby, a bitch might be one. So let's see what's going on. Now, King, it's a lot going on here, and I appreciate your honesty here. But with this tower moment, it seemed like something very bad, an accident happened. At least y'all trying to say it. It seemed like she was by herself. But King, it seemed like you watching. Baby, you looking right at her. You looking right at everything because you want to have brightness and sunny days. But before you can get that, you said you needed something to happen here to your sister. Now, afterwards, you want her to walk away and leave the situation. Walk away and leave it. But it seemed like she's still fighting. Okay? It seemed like she's still fighting for her life and she's fighting for her position. You're not going to be able to get rid of her that easy, and that's probably why you mad here. She said she still got a little life in her. She still got brightness in her. The sun will still rise on her. Come on, Princess Anne. Now let's find out what's really going on over here. Okay, now let's see if we can tap into why is she in hermit mode. It seems like she in hermit mode, almost as if she's kind of like cut herself off from the family. Like she's protecting her peace. She's trying to protect her mental state. Okay, she's trying. So because when you go in hermit mode, you're trying to close yourself off from the world so that you can refresh, so that you can reflect on your life and what's really going on. Let's see, why is she in hermit mode in the first place? Now this, you saying this, King. You said that she in hermit mode. You even recognize that, and y'all done called the lady out. So we got the hermit mode. Why is Princess Anne, or why is this hermit mode here when it comes to the Princess Anne's accident? Okay. All right. So what we have here. Oh, we got, okay, moment to moments. I don't know if she felt like she was walking on eggshells over there with you guys. Okay, walking that straight and narrow. Walking in between two situations here. A narrow situation. I see. It's almost giving me, I always look at this card and see Asian something. Asian. Now we do know the Japanese people are coming in town to visit the king. Did he not want Queen to be there? I'm sorry, Princess to be there. It seemed like from moment to moment, it seemed like things were changing when it came to that. And I do recall, like, again, he meeting with the Japanese emperor and empress. Did he not want Princess Anne to be there? Did you not, King? We're going to ask you, honey. I'm trying to ask the girls and see what they say. But I'm going to ask you, too. Because she seems like she's going from moment to moment trying to, figure things out. And then we got healing here when it comes to the mind and the stomach issue. Her heart right here is good. It seemed like her heart was in the right place, but there was some type of communication issue here. I don't know if you guys were communicating clearly, understanding each other, or you wasn't listening to each other. But next we got an understanding. There's some type of understanding. Now with this card, it speaks about being able to fly right. Fly like the other birds, okay? Not stand out. Being called out. Somebody that was caged. Again, she was by herself here. It seemed like she probably was a caged bird, and now she's trying to fly with the rest of other birds. Like, okay, are you going to be able to fly like us, move like us, because you've been caged this whole time. Now, when it comes to this bird flying right, no. When it first come out, it can't fly right like the rest of the birds because its wings are not fully acclimated to fly like the rest of the birds because it didn't have to fly because it was in the cage. So I feel like either she was being asked to fly like the rest of the monarchy, or baby, get your wings clipped. And we got the healing issues. And I feel like she kind of, just like anybody in 2024, usually, when you finally realize that your family is toxic, you kind of take yourself away from the family. And sometimes the family don't respect your boundaries. They still keep on coming around. And then you somehow, some way, have to really block them, really have to block out toxic energy. I'm kind of seeing that. And then she was like tiptoeing, trying to get along, trying to walk in between the lines when it comes to them. But for the most part, she valued her peace, and she wanted to be by herself and be left alone. Okay, just to cut off all the toxic energy that's going around in the family. But I don't know if the toxic energy could be avoided because it's all around the palace with the tower energy. Let's find out more about that. Let's see. Let's pull it from this deck and see what's the ultimate energy when it comes to the tower moment, when it comes to Princess Anne. What caused this accident, King? What caused this tower moment when it to occur in Princess Anne's life? Give me one card. Okay, it seems like some type of humble brag. Again, this humble brag speaks about several things. It means don't be so obvious. So it seemed like this tower moment came in to kind of handle a situation that they don't want the public to know or to recognize as being very obvious. So again, it could have been, let's talk about an accident, because we know that she was on a horse and she could barely handle that horse, that troop, another color. So if we say that she was in a horse accident, then it'll be believed, okay? And we won't be so obvious about it. It also said read in between the lines. Now remember, she over here trying to walk in between the lines, and then now we got to read in between the lines of what happened with her. It speaks about self-promoting, all about self-promoting. Okay, why would you promote anything? You promote a business. You promote different things in your life because you want people to know about it, which means you want to advertise it. You want to bring in sales, right? And then it speaks about a disguised brag, almost proud of doing it. Okay, disguising it. It's disguised, but it's almost like a brag also, like, we're going to send you out in honor. We're going to say that you did what you love. You was out there with horses. But if a horse ain't never headbutted this lady or kicked this lady before, now, not to say that it couldn't, because those horses over there acting up, baby, over there in the royal stables. But maybe those horses can sense bad energy all around, and the horses could be responding. But it seemed like it all started out with something that's not so obvious. So let's see if we can figure out what is not so obvious that's going on over there in the... Let's see. We'll pull from this deck, okay? What is not so obvious? Okay, you said don't be obvious. Read in between the lines. Let's go between the lines. What do we need to know about this tower moment when it comes to Princess Royal Anne's accident? Okay. Y'all, this is what we got. Let's see. The cards say, oh, we got the main man. The main man would be the king today. King, you are the main man. You are the person that's the main masculine energy in this reading. So we started off talking about you and your house, baby. He said he the House of Representative. He owned the house. He is the man of the house. This is the Buckingham Palace, or some type of big house that he living in and being in. With the royal fences and gates behind it, the government buildings behind it, everything. Okay, he said he the government, he the sheriff. He's the House of Representatives. He has the House of Power, the House of Cards, baby. And then it speaks of a child again. Okay, because I do see a child here with the sun. Somebody child. Okay, now who got a child over there? Other than Prince William. And he just laid off his kids. He laid off the two youngest. He said for them to go and fly right and do whatever they need to do. Whew, so it's something about a house, okay, a domestic situation. Now this could be a domestic situation within the palace when it comes to the main man and another child. It could be sibling rivalry. It could be Anne's child or the king's child that's involved here. Something about those sons, and it could very well be the daughter of her as well. And somebody trying to receive some type of self-promotion. They trying to be promoted, either promoted on a job, okay, probably trying to gain some type of ranking in the family, in the house. But in order to do that, you may have to replace somebody. Somebody got to call in sick. Let me see. Let's find out what's the energy around the main man. What's the motive of King Charles? What's the intention behind King Charles, the main man? Give me one card to describe his intentions. Okay, we got inspiration. So, seems like he's been inspired by something. Inspired by this fallen angel energy. Mm. There's some type of inspiration here. What's the energy around the house? It speaks about friendship. Friendship. A friendly house, baby. He said he ain't got nothing to hide over here. The house, the child. It speaks about upheaval again. Now, when we pulled the upheaval in the last reading, it was concerned. It was concerning her son. He had double upheaval, double trouble. So it seems like, as far as King Charles goes, he probably put the inspiration behind somebody when it comes to, if you want to be in the house and be welcome into the house, baby, there's something that you must do. If you want to be part of the House of Representatives, you got to shake up things. There's some shaking up that needs to be done. It's a shake up. Concerning the son with the child. So Prince Charles said his hands are clean. He ain't did nothing. But it seemed like he may have inspired somebody else to do something. Maybe even her child. Okay, so we got the child here and the son with the upheaval. Give me more about that energy when it comes to Princess Anne Charles. What do we need to know? We got a Queen of Wands. This could be this a feminine energy. She just as hot and fiery as this King of Wands. She is very much inspired. And let her tell us she may even have an art gallery or a garden. But at the same time, the Queen of Wands is beautiful. She is the most beautiful queen out of all the queens. She's very sensual, maybe even sexy. And she claims she's a cool cat, but at the same time, she's feisty. She's very caliente. She's very hot in all ways. Hot like fire. Will even burn you with her torch if you cross her in the wrong way. But she's in the upright. So right now, she's trying to, I don't know if she's trying to bring beauty into the royal palace, into this situation. They probably think she's a beautiful person. Again, she's a child. She's somebody's child. And he don't have a daughter. Let him tell it. But she does have a daughter named Zara. And she's trying to get in contact. She's connecting right now with the King of Wands. So let's find out more about this King of Wands and this Queen of Wands here. Now, at the same time, she's trying to compete. She's trying to take somebody's ranking, somebody's spot. Shaking up the castle, knocking the crown off to get somebody's spot. Because this person is fighting for their spot here with the wands. As you can see, we got a man and a female here with the wands as well. Now, what are they fighting with? They fighting with wands here. They're swinging those wands. They're looking for opportunity. It's like they're trying to claw. It's like almost like the Hunger Games, trying to claw your way to the top, to be a winner, to win something. And it seems like, again, opportunities. And it's a hot game, baby, that's going on. Give me more about this Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands, and this King of Wands energy here. Oh, may the best man or woman win. This is the Ten of Swords, which is, as you can see, the swords are all in the back. Betrayal, backstabbing energy. This is the ending. A death, a fight to the death. A situation is dead. It's over. You can't survive that. And if you do survive it, then you will come out stronger because now you have 10 swords to fight back with. But girl, you got to get your energy back. You got to get all that back. And then you got to realize that you are surrounded with people that are close enough to you to stick you with a sword. Which means that's family. Those are friends. That's a lover. That's people that's around you that you're supposed to trust, but they're sticking swords in your back because people who are not close to you, they're not close enough to even get into your energy, your area, to even place these swords in this particular pattern in your back. So these are people who are close to you that's trying to end you because they want your spot. And this is a man and a female. And it's pointing to children that's causing this catastrophe. People that you least expected. People that you trust. And that, you felt like you can trust them. But they causing an upheaval in your life. While the king over here saying his hands is not on none of this. He said he's not on none of this. Now, even though he is the king, but this King of Wands can be any male that's over the age of 25 with dark hair, dark eyes, that's feisty. Same with this Queen of Wands, over the age of 25, feminine energy. And again, she's fighting 6 people. She got her own one and plus 6 other people. But at this point, she feel like she gonna walk away. She fighting. But then we got somebody walking away from the 8 of Cups. Okay, it's like it ain't even worth it no more. I'm 73 years old. I don't have time to fight. I'll take what's on my back, the clothes that's on my back, and then I'll leave with my wand, with my staff. Okay, so we got the 8 of Cups. Why is the 8 of Cups here? Okay, now we got somebody coming in with a horse. But what about your horse? It's like, girl, y'all can keep the horse. I don't even want it at this point. Somebody trying to make a peace offering at this point. Somebody coming in with a cup. And it's like, it's too late to come in with the cup. She walking away from the cups. The cups are empty. We got a feminine energy here that's coming in with the cups. It's all premature. It's all, it's too late. Too little too late to come in to make some type of offer. Because at this point, she's deciding to walk away from it. Now let's see. Let's get the energy of this King of Wands. Give me the energy of this King of Wands. King of Wands. Okay, listen. This King of Wands changed directions abruptly, without warning, without notice. Didn't give a 2-week notice. Didn't give a 24-hour notice. All of a sudden, he changed. So that means he went from being friendly, sweet, loving, to now you hot, fiery, looking for opportunities. Now remember, her 2 kids did not have titles. I wonder, do they resent her for that? Were the kids picked on, or do they have some type of past trauma to be part of the royal family and an immediate part of the royal family, only to not have any titles at all? Do they want it now? I did a reading on Zara. It seemed like she wanted. Zara wanted to be queen. She wanted to be up there next to the queen, close to the queen. But the sun right here, it says, if these are her children, because it's touching 2 cards of children, her children could possibly have backstabbed her, betrayed her, wanted her spot. It's like to change directions abruptly. No, not interested, to send through a loop, dodging someone, and to dismiss them. Let's see, why is this Queen of Wands here with the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Wands? What do we need to know about that? She said the struggle is real, baby. They said they over there working like mere mortals. They over there working 60 to 70 hours to pay for their luxury life. And they said it's hard. They said they'd rather go ahead and clock in over there at the monarchy and have a title and be taken care of, just like everybody else. They said the struggle is real out there. And girl, they ain't lying. They said they was hitting a rough patch in life. They frustrated about the situation. Things are not easy for them. They said it never has been easy from them ever since they've been a child up until now. Her 2 children seem like they are resenting her in some kind of way because they fighting for her title. And if they got to knock the crown off her head, they said they would. Girl, if that ain't the battle royal, if that ain't bad right there, the Hunger Games. They said they hungry. They said it's a trying time, it's a setback, and they're very annoyed by this situation. The Queen of Wands is very annoyed, and she says she's willing to fight. Now, what do you want with the 7 of Wands? What are they trying to achieve with the 7 of Wands? They said, honey, some receipts. They need answers. Oh, you can't ask your mama without hitting her in the head with a wand? They said they need some answers. They need validation. They not believing what they've been told. They need evidence, proof, and they're very doubtful about something. Wow. Okay, but what do the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands need answers for? What are they trying to find answers for? They said they feel like it's hard to fit in here. So they feel like it's probably been hard to fit into the family and to the royal situations. Again, you know how harsh kids could be. I feel like they was getting picked on probably as young people, saying that that's why you don't have titles. You're not this. You're not that. You're nobody. Silly stuff. And then it just grew into them. And now again, they out there working all these hours over there at the art gallery, over there at the farm, wherever they working there, girl. And they say it's been hard, and they need some answers. Feel like it's hard to fit in, and they feel like they've been caught up in the middle. And it says ever since they was Xers to millennials, which means, probably for generations, they've been feeling like that. And now they're fighting. They fighting to get to the top. Okay. So they're fighting to get to the top. Let me see. Let's pull from this deck. First, King Charles, how does Zara feel about her mother? How does Zara feel about her mother? Okay. Ooh. Now Zara showing out right here. They said Zara feel like she's stressed out. She feel like she's juggling a lot. She been played for a fool. Almost like a clown type of energy. Trying to prove herself. Over here blowing instruments, juggling fireworks, and then just for somebody to come and pop the balloon from up under her. It means her stability. She said her stability has been shaken and stirred. So she said she feels stressed out from her mother, thanks to her mother. And girl, she fighting mad. In her head, she want to fight. Look at the clouds over there fighting. She got her fist balled up, ready to fight, got her armor on. The armor is to protect you and to disguise you. So it's almost like Zara is showing up as a warrior here. So she one of the people that's swinging the wands at her mother and sticking the swords in her back to finish her. Okay, how does this King of Wands, or maybe Peter, feels about his mother, King Charles? Oh, Lord. He said ever since he was a child, honey, he been out there alone in the wilderness on an adventure by himself as a child, as a baby. This is long-term resentment, y'all. Girl. Followed by a burden again. He said he over there working 70 to 80 hours too, trying to keep up with the royals. And he probably feel like his mother always rode his back as well. Gave him directions, tried to point him in the right direction. That's why he said he's swerving everything right now. He's changing directions abruptly, without warning, because he been told what to do, how to do it, when to do it, all his life, without the royal titles. So it seems like her children are kind of upset and mad at her in some kind of way. Now, King Charles, did you put any type of bugs in their ear or ideals in their ear to get them to this point that they willing to fight for a position and to knock their mothers off her rocker? Did you put any kind of bug in their ear or any type of influence? Because it seemed like you inspired them some kind of way. Let's see. He said, honey, isolation. He probably talked to them when they were by themselves, baby. And he knew their pain. He knew they was crying out for help. And the cold-hearted, solid energy that they put out this hard outer appearance, but they was crying inside. So he said, when they was isolated or by themselves with him, he probably said something to them, honey, that brought tears to their eyes to try to warm them up and open them up to an idea, followed by the lovers. He said he just gave them love. He just gave them love and tried to welcome them. Okay, because the lover speaks about relatives, family, a lover. So he said he showed them love when they was feeling isolated. Okay, so this right here is a great card, which means he got in their head when they was isolated. And then with the purple card, it speaks about the third eye. He showed them some type of love. The lovers. Oh, okay. So you said you were just being a big uncle to him. All right. Now, did you promise them anything when it came to this Seven of Wands energy, King Charles? Okay. Well, the letting go speaks about communication issues. Also, letting go of fears, letting go of emotions. So he seemed like he was just somebody that they can just come in and talk to. And he allowed them to vent. Yeah, sure. Okay. If you say so, King. Now, King, before I let you go, what's this Eight of Cups situation? At the end of the day, what do you want from Princess Anne? What do the people that's putting the swords in her back and that's swinging this wand at her for opportunity? The Eight of Wands. Why is the Eight of Wands here for her? And her walking away. Or somebody's walking away. Girl, he said she wants bedridden and sick and paranoid, crying, sad, by herself again, isolated. He want her in the bed, baby. With the sword stuck into her back and hospitalized. So is she okay? Is she in the hospital with all these swords stuck in her like this? Because she already got the Ten of Swords here. And then this right here is just one sword taken back. So it seemed like if she is progressing, it's still not much. It seemed like she's still in a bad situation. This seemed like she's still critical. Y'all said it was minor. So y'all want her to leave, but now, like I said, she ain't dead here, but she do look like that's what the goal was here. It seemed like this is a deadly card. This right here is the death of a situation, an ending, betrayal. And then this is just one sword taken back. Still a nine of swords situation. It seems like she is in critical condition. She don't know who to trust at this point. And then the fact that she found out that it could possibly be her own children, that hurt her even more. That hurt my heart just to feel like that too. And then they showing up while she in the hospital with a cup. It's like, no. What? Okay. Why did y'all put swords and wands on this lady? Who popped her in the head? That's what I want to know. Who popped the lady in the head? Let's find out. Who is the person? Because it seemed like it's multiple people here. And it seemed like she was set up. But who gave the blow that actually put her in the hospital? Let me know who that is. Girl, not they giving me a couple of people. We got that Queen of Swords energy. Now check out the last reading I did. It was a Queen of Swords that showed up as well. Somebody who had brilliant ideas. She's experienced too. This ain't her first rodeo. They claim she's funny, she's humorous, but she's very judgmental. She's very brutal with that tongue. Her sword cut like a knife, literally. So she got a sword. Remember, all these swords are stuck into Princess Anne. It all started off with just fun. I wouldn't say fun and games. She was fighting for her rights, to stay at the top. But somebody wanted more than she does. We got a Queen of Swords here. And this speaks about releasing situations or people that no longer serve you. So she said, we can get rid of Princess Royal. Now, is this Camilla King? Because I know you'll protect Camilla. It says, seeing the humor in difficult situations. She think it's funny. The Queen of Swords think it's funny when somebody's going through pain. When she off with your head, she think it's funny how your head hit the ground and rolled. She think that. And this person right here is focusing on career. And then this speaks about a divorced or unmarried individual. Camilla is divorced and she remarried to the king. We're going to see what's next. And then we got a Queen of Wands again. We got that Queen of Wands. Second time for that Queen of Wands. And it was two females. It's two females here. Now this right here speaks about somebody that's brilliant. She's talented. She's independent. And she's very controlling. So the two feisty queens here that love to fight, baby. This one thinks she's the most beautiful one. This one thinks she's the most intelligent one. You know, she's very articulate. She know how to use her words to cut you down. Sometimes her sword is her words. But then she don't mind picking up a sword as well. This one right here use her beauty, her looks. Okay, and she's very feisty, controlling. Now it says there is nothing that she can't do. She feel like there's nothing that she can't do that's standing in her way. She believes in herself, but she never underestimate the ability to make her dreams come true. The need for balance between her career and her personal life. Now remember, we got two queens here. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords, she delivered some brutal blows to Princess Anne. This Queen of Wands is using, not only she fighting for her position, but she also don't mind doing it herself. And she also used a masculine energy as well. These are the two females that did this final blows to her. And you see we got fighting here. We got fighting between a man and a woman with masculine and feminine energy. And then over here, the Queen of Swords, she probably did these swords herself. She one of the people that stuck these swords in her back. And she wanted to make sure she delivered the final and the most brutal blow to Princess Anne. Y'all need to check in on Princess Anne. Now, we do got somebody here with this Knight of Cups energy. But it's a little too late because Princess Anne is moving away from this energy. She don't trust none of you at this point. None of you. Starting off with her own children, the people that brought her life, that she gave life to, created, and also brought them to this earth. But the children said that, honey, she was a heavy burden to them. The son said that and left him all alone. And then Zara said, honey, she was stressed out with her and fighting with her all the time. The king said that both of the kids felt isolated and he just showed them a little love. Okay, because he's the main man. But at the same time, everybody came together to cause this tower moment, this accident to happen, to knock the crown off of Princess Royal head. Princess Royal already knew it. That's why she was trying to cut herself off and take herself out of the situation. But girl, no. They bait and switched on her. They were using friendship as something, and it seemed like it could have possibly took place in the house, at her house, close to her house, behind those royal palace walls, or behind the fence here. And they all was inspired to do it. They all had some type of inspiration to do it. Girl, they done creeped up on the lady, and now she need healing here. And she really needs to fly away from this palace if she really wants to survive what's going on. Because if not, it's just going to be a uphill battle, war, disaster that's going to be left behind, with or without receipts. So that's going to be the reading for Princess Anne, okay, from the point of view of King Charles. King Charles said he had nothing to do with it, honey. He just know that, it went down because they got to run everything by him. He said his hands are clean. He said because it's his sister, he sent in two females, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, to do the dirty deeds. And honey, they did it. So catch me on the next reading. I'll talk to you later. Bye.